Opinion politicians must wake up to Quake threat. The recent earthquake that hit Myanmar and Thailand, killing over 3,600 people, was of 7.7 magnitude. Seismic activity in our neighborhood, along with warnings from domain experts, should have woken up those who matter. They should be working on a plan of action for a future contingency. But, alas, that is not the case. Our political masters are not paying much attention to the grave threat. A great deal of information is already known about earthquake risk in India. As per the current seismic zone map of the country, over 59% of India's land area is under threat of moderate to severe seismic hazard, says the website of the Prime Minister-headed National Disaster Management Authority (NDMA). In fact, the entire Himalayan belt is considered prone to great earthquakes of magnitude exceeding 8, it adds. Scientific publications have warned of the likelihood of the occurrence of very severe earthquakes in the Himalayan region, which could adversely affect the lives of several million people in India. The Delhi Disaster Management Authority is also unequivocal in its warning to the authorities and people of the national capital. The city's settlement pattern has never been viewed in relation to location and geological characteristics. Pockets with high-rise buildings or ill-designed high-risk areas exist without specific consideration of earthquake resistance. Similarly, unplanned settlements with substandard structures are also prone to heavy damage even in moderate shaking. Thankfully, the new state government in Delhi, under the Bharatiya Janata Party, has taken cognizance of the need to be ready to face a natural disaster. It has expedited the setting up of an Emergency Operations Center (EOC) for the purpose. The NDMA has reportedly agreed to help Delhi in this regard. The DDMA meeting on March 12 is said to have focused on the vulnerability of densely populated areas. The lack of structural integrity of housing units in such areas, with thin walls and multi-stories, was one of the most significant issues that are said to have been flagged, said a report in a Delhi-based newspaper. An amount of 30 rupees crore has been allocated for setting up command control centers, the EOC under the DDMA, Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta said in her budget speech. While the creation of EOC is a welcome step, it is still a baby step. Besides, it is just about emergency response, while the need of the hour is a policy framework that checks the menace of unauthorized colonies and slums. Such habitats come into existence because of encroachments and arbitrary constructions on farmland for residential purposes. The central government recently informed the National Green Tribunal that more than 13,000 square kilometers of forest area in 25 states and union territories has been encroached upon. It told Parliament in August last year that about 10,354 acres of defense land across the country was under encroachment, with Uttar Pradesh topping the list among states, followed by Madhya Pradesh. Over 820 acres of railways land was under encroachment in 2019. If the government is unable to protect millions of acres of its land, expecting it to enforce construction norms in encroached lands is a big ask. Besides, there is the big problem of plotting. As the name suggests, this illegal activity is about carving out plots from agricultural land and selling them for building colonies. This practice is rampant in suburban areas and the countryside. The proliferation of unauthorized habitations is predicated upon broken administrative and police systems. Corruption and incompetence at the local levels fuel this ugly phenomenon. It begins as a while proposition and stays so in the short run. Encroachers obviously benefit from such colonies. This also provides a DESI model of affordable housing. People with lower buying capacities can buy properties in these localities or rent those out. Local officials and cops get bribes. Politicians get their pocket burrs in the medium and the long run. However, such colonies become sores on the urban landscapes. They often lack proper mechanisms for the supply of potable water and electricity. The drainage system is inadequate or absent. There are few means for waste disposal, and long is the list of woes. All this is because such colonies are rarely developed by trained colonizers. Constructions in these areas are also not carried out by engineers and architects. Buildings just mushroom all over, without any regard to safety and norms. Against this backdrop, how do we make our buildings safe? The answer to the question is also known. The DDMA website provides the answer. We need the political will to handle this problem, and the biggest challenge perhaps lies in drawing the attention of political leadership to this problem when the city faces many other urgent problems. Swipe left for next video. The officials and experts within and outside the government have performed their duty by highlighting the earthquake-related dangers. But are our political masters listening? The author is a freelance journalist. Views expressed in the above piece are personal and solely those of the author. They do not necessarily reflect News 18's views. Latest blogs.